big thanks to Napoleon Grills for sponsoring this episode.
This is the Mexican version of pulled pork, carnitas. I got a confession to make. I went to Mexico 3 times, but I never ate any meat there.
What?
Yeah, it's true, sorry. Yeah. It's weird, right? I don't know.
Great.
I can't remember. No, they had like corn things and but I never ended up eating proper Mexican meat. And it's so weird to me because then I was 19 years old and I was sailing on a freight ship, but never ever. I did get sick in Mexico once. Let's not talk about that. Let's just focus on what we're going to do today because I got the most amazing recipe. Carnitas. And carnitas is basically a version of pulled pork. It is slow roasted pork. And this is how I made it. It all starts with a beautiful bust and butt, which is a part of the pork shoulder. The first step of the process was seasoning it with a good barbecue rub. Now, of course, if you want to go authentic carnitas, you might want to switch up to some Mexican style recipe, but I'm sticking with barbecue rub. I'm applying a lot of it. This is PitmasterX classic barbecue rub. You can find the recipe on our website, pitmasterx.com. Once it's all seasoned up, I put it on my barbecue and I smoke it for the longest time. Once it picked up enough color and I know that the smoke flavor is there, I wrap it up in aluminum foil and let it continue to cook until the core temperature hits 98 degrees Celsius. That's when the pulled pork is absolutely soft. And don't be mistaken, this process may take up to 20 hours to cook. And that's how you know you have the most amazing pulled pork you've ever had. Now, I make my pulled pork in large batches, so that means I always have pulled pork at hand. I vacuum it, I freeze it, and when I need it, I take it out. And look at this marvelous stuff. You see a lot of meat mixed up with a lot of fat. If I put this on my hands, I have world's creamiest hand cream. And the good thing is, you smell like barbecue, like a real man. Of course, I can't just make carnitas without a good salsa to go with it. So my first step for this pico de gallo is to cut up an onion. A good salsa also always needs tomatoes. These tomatoes are small and extremely tasty. And I'm gonna soak some peppers in water. These are called chile de árbol. Now you know I'm not just gonna make a salsa, I'm gonna make the best salsa you've ever seen. And therefore, I need to fire up my Napoleon grill. Turn on the 2 burners, and once the cast iron is hot, put some beef tallow on, let it melt, and start frying the onions and the tomatoes. Once the onions turn soft, take them off the grill. Chop fine the chili peppers, and then chop fine the blackened tomatoes, and look how it transforms into a real salsa. All it needs now is a little bit of lemon juice, some fresh cilantro, and then you've got an amazing pico de gallo. Of course, the carnita also deserves homemade tortillas. So I'm taking 2 cups of corn flour, 40 grams of beef tallow, and I'm gonna pinch it fine into the flour. And I'm gonna keep on pinching until the flour changes from a fine dust to a grainy texture. Then I'm gonna add 3/4 cups of water while I'm mixing it with my hand until I got dough balls looking like this. Next up, I'm gonna use my tortilla press and a sheet of baking paper to press them to look like the real thing. Just a quick sear on both sides is more than enough to make these tortillas absolutely delicious. Now the moment is here, time to fry our carnitas. And the way I like to do it is to build up a big as crust as possible. So I'm gonna take all that meat and spread it out over the surface of this cast iron griddle. Just spread it out, get it out there as much as possible because the fat's gonna render out of this Mexican pulled pork. And basically this meat is gonna fry and be crunchy. An amazing crust on the outside of the meat. That's what I call adding more flavor. This stuff is insane. Oh, that's good. Carnitas asada. Carnitas asada. Now, I know my Spanish is not the best in the world, but it doesn't matter because we got all this goodness right here on a tortilla. Just gonna get rid of the decorative cilantro. It's already in there. That literally is amazing. I absolutely love this. Of course, everybody loves tortillas, everybody loves carnitas, and who doesn't love a good salsa? It's just when you bring these things together, all homemade from scratch with so much passion, it can only be freaking awesome and freaking delicious. Now, I must admit, putting the time in to make the pulled pork is a lot of effort, but when you do it batch-wise, you're golden. You're good to go.
It's just so perfect. The corn tortillas, they're soft, a little bit of crispy inside the tortilla. Then you have crispy pork belly, but with also tender and juicy. This is such a perfect salsa.
Let's go to Mexico.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking now, after I ate it, I want a little bit of salsa, a little bit of meat, and then maybe more salsa on top. And this could be like 3 of these for lunch, with the Coke for lunch. Every day. It's healthy, it's good for you, it makes you smile, takes away your hunger.
Makes your life better.
Makes your life better. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the show, and if you did, then let us know. Big thumbs up, comment down below, something like that. And a big thank to the patrons and the YouTube members. See you guys next time. Until then,
keep on grilling.
eet smakelijk.
This is also awesome food.